Hello and welcome back to technically Bedrock. Now today I am going to try and finish this slime farm, and I've been doing a little bit of work between the episodes, so let's go and have a quick look at what I've been doing between the episodes. Now the first thing is, you'll obviously notice I had my wings on because I've been moving my sand back up here and all of my other stuff that I had down there, so I've been doing a little bit of tidying up. And we've got all of our things up here, and I've got a little bit of slime in the meantime as well, which was kind of nice. Not as much as I would have hoped, if I'm entirely honest. Now, I've been down there and I've been doing a bit of work, and I've seen the odd slime spawn. So I think what has happened is, I've got a cave over there somewhere. I think some surface monsters have gone below the ground, and they are taking up the surface cap. But I don't know, so I'm going to have to go around and do a bit of clearing and just see if I can find any monsters hiding below the ground. Now let's see if I can do this. See if I can show you guys my flying skills. Clearly not, just jump straight into the water. So over here, what isn't entirely obvious is that I've slabbed all of this area. All of this has been slabbed over so that nothing is going to spawn there. And that represents, let's see, 64 blocks from the corner there, basically. Any of that side, this is within the chunk boundary for it. So it stops right here. Now, like I say, I've got a feeling that there must be some surface spawns down there somewhere that are taking up the cap, which is a bit of a pain, but I'm going to have to just try and work out what's going on and why my spawn rates are low. But that's just something that I can plug at. But you can see down here, this is the line where it stops. So this is a chunk border. There's nothing down here that I can see. Just a lot of sort of loose sand. And I found quite a lot of animals down here, actually. So I've been killing them. Where are you? I heard something then. I definitely heard something. So that's what I've been doing. I've been clearing out and sorting out and getting things ready. So what do I need to do now? I need to put in the glass over in that thing. Let's see if I can do some flying, because I really want to show off my flying skills, which I haven't done yet on this series. Oh, look at all those animals. It's crazy. And we're off. Right, lots of sky, and you'll see all of my area down there. Flying over here just for fun. And I'm showing off because I've actually got rockets and clearly quite a bit of lag. So I've got a lot of animals around here. I wonder if that'll have any effect on it. I don't think it should do, because I've definitely not got 200. So anyway, the first thing to do is for me to place out a whole lot of glass. Now I've been cooking up some glass over here in my cooker. I've also been growing some more cacti because I kind of want to stain the glass green. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough cacti for that, but you know, I'm going to give it a try. What are my wings doing? Like, they're not doing too bad. I think I should maybe put them to one side and not use them too much for a bit. So I put mending on this as well, because I had that mending book from a few episodes ago. Can't remember where I got it from. Oh yeah, I got it from going down to the stronghold. So I put my mending on there, so I need to start thinking about an XP source as well, but I'm not going to do that straight away. But this has been going full action to get me some glass going. So I'm going to get some glass going, and then I'm going to start building up the sides of my chunks there so that it looks nice and pretty. So I'm going to get on with that, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, and we're back. Now, it's been quite a big jump cut, so let me just catch you up on what I've been doing in between the cuts. Now look at this, I went out and I happened to see this guy out on one of the islands. So he's my friend now, and I don't know what to name him. So drop me a comment down below and tell me what to name this lovely doggo, who is going to be helping me out down in the skeleton farm. Thank you. And even the doggo likes it. So anyway, this here I've been working on very quickly. I built up a very simple cactus farm because I need lots of cactus, and as everything that involves water, it doubles as a squid farm. Oh my goodness, these squid are like everywhere. There is no problem with getting black ink in this game. Ah, right, anyway, so down there underneath this stupid squid, come on, out of it you. is where I've been collecting the occasional cacti. So this has been kind of slow, so I've been slowly getting the drops. Are you actually there? Are you somewhere else? No, you're actually there. Okay, so I've been slowly getting the drops from that, and that's taken quite a long time. So let's go over here. I'm going to bounce all the way over. Now I've gone and placed in all of the glass which was needed. And as you can see, I've got no slime down there. But I actually went out and I had a look around, and I found that there was a spawner somewhere not far from the main island over there, and I was obviously just activating it, and there was about 200 zombies in that spawner. So I managed to clear all those out, and I instantly got more slime spawns. And now I'm not getting any. So I need to look at that again, make sure that I've completely deactivated that spawner. But as you'll see over here, let's have a look in my little red box. I've been getting a few spawns. So I've been getting slime blocks. I've got a bit of slime on the side there. I'm not quite sure where they've all gone now, but I'm going to monitor this and I'm going to check it out. But anyway, so that's the stage that I'm at now. I think that I've sorted out my excess mobs in this area. And what I need to do now is I need to work out where I'm going to put in the golems and how many golems to put in. Do I put in 4? Do I put in 2? I think I'm going to put in 4. See, there's the slime. They just take a little bit of a wild spawn, but yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, I need to get in 4 golems, and I'm going to put 1, 2, and 3, and 4 like that, and that should attract all of the slimes. And because the golems don't take any damage currently, they are going to kill the slimes, and I'm going to collect up the goods from down there. I think I'm just going to do this the easy way, and I'm just going to have them stood on hoppers, because I've also been getting a good amount of iron, which is fantastic. So there you go, this is my iron supply, and that's been quite a lot from this one. This one has been very productive, and I don't know if it's a proximity thing, I don't know. But whilst I've been working here, this one has been going full function, and I've been getting a lot of iron from that. So yeah, so you got a couple of slime down there now, and the sort of went down there and cleaned them out earlier. That was a good shot. There we go. And that sort of almost acts as a reasonable little bit of XP. So anyway, like I said, next thing is to get the golems in place, and I might just sit the golems straight on hoppers. Yeah, I think I'll do that, just to save having to have an extra collection system underneath with like minecarts, rails and all that kind of thing. See, this is spawning okay now. I don't know why I'm killing them. It's just sort of, it's fun. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and collect some things and organise where I'm going to put these golems in. I might, you know what, I'm going to be really lazy, and I'm going to give up some of my spawning spaces and just have a golem on a minecart right there, and a golem on a minecart right there. And I'm going to get that to feed into some hoppers, and then just feed into, I don't know, some kind of tower. Yeah, I think I'd have an item tower here, so I'd have probably... Yeah, I think I'll get a chest right here that is going to feed them all into. Now, it's a little bit sad. I'd really like to cover this over, but I don't think I can. I might do a little bit of experimenting. Anyway, enough talking for now. I need to go away and collect some stuff and get some things in place just to get this up and running. So hopefully this next cut won't be quite so big, and we'll have a little bit more progress in between. So I'm going to go away, do that, and be back in a moment. Right, and we're back, and everything has been done, and I'll go over here and I'll show you exactly what I've done with this. And like I said, I decided to go for a really sort of cheap setup, cheap and simple setup really. Now this... I knew this would be noisy, but this is the first time that I've heard it with all of the sound on. So we're going to have a look at that in a moment. People have been making silent item elevators, and here's me making the noisiest one you can imagine. Right, so this is what I've got. I've got the golems in the middle, and I've got this little area around them, which is kind of like, it's a bit like a cage. And the idea is that the slime jump into the middle of the cage, they get beat up by the golems, but the slimes don't come out, because what I was noticing before I had this was that a lot of the items would end up outside that area, which was a bit of a pain. Lost quite a few things. Now these guys are just quite simply sat in a boat and they're not going to get out of there. This is surrounded by the trapdoors so that the boat can't get out of there, so they're kind of locked on that position. It isn't perfect, it's not even close to being perfect, but I think it is good enough. Let's put it like that. It is definitely good enough. Now let's see if I can show you this a little bit. If I come out here, so what you can see is an item elevator right here, and I've got the droppers going up and I've got the observers facing into the blocks to soft power the droppers, and then a little system at the back here. Now this is loosely designed on a design by Maladjusted Platypus, which I think is very similar to the one which was done by Silent Whisperer. I think Mel did it first, but you know, whatever. Basically this is my version of this, and there's a silent, mine is not. So what I've got going on here is the observers are powering trapdoors, and the reason I use trapdoors is because I want this to be working underwater without too much issue and without any extra kind of stuff around the outside. The only thing that isn't waterproof down here is one comparator that's going to measure when there is something in the bottom dropper. Does that help? That helps a little bit, so you get an idea of what's going on there. So you can see the comparator in there and the items arriving here. Let's just show you this. A little bit scared. Yeah, let's put that in. So everything's flapping away like crazy. We've got a little clock at the back here that's powering this block, which is creating, you know, pulses going up here, and is all trapdoors all the way. Now I don't normally play with sound on, so this doesn't affect me at all. But I've just switched the sound on now whilst I'm recording, and yeah, that's quite noisy. But anyway, that goes up to the top there, and I've got a chest at the top there which is collecting all the goods. Now I'm going to come out round about here, and we're going to go up to the top and have a look down and see this in proper action. Okay, so we're up at the top here, and over here is my chest for collecting the goods. I've got a crafting bench next to it so I can craft up my slime balls whenever I want. Let's see, like that. And then back in there. So I haven't got that much at the moment, but I haven't really given it that long. Now let's see if we can see a nice big slime spawn down there and go into the golems. There we go. Okay, so he gets into the middle there, and hopefully, yeah, okay, so they're going to jump over, they're going to get into the inside, they can't get back out again. The golems beat them up, a couple of the little ones escape, but that doesn't matter so much. But basically they're contained in that area, and their drops are coming in, as you can hear them right now. They're coming flying up there. Wow, what a lot of noise for quite a slow thing. Now this isn't actually perfect. As you can see, I've got a few bone meal coming up there. Some items sort of get stuck part way up, but I don't really care, to be honest, because they're always going to get flushed through with another flush of slime or whatever's going through there at the time. But that is basically it, up and running, and I'm starting to get some slime, and that is making me very, very happy. I'm very glad that this is done. I'm going to work on improving this at a future date. For now, this is the design that I'm going to go for. And for as long as it's producing enough slime for me, I'm very, very happy with that. So yeah, as you can see, it seems to work quite nicely, and it's really quite simple. I haven't had to put too much effort in. Once I'd got all of this cleared of water, my goodness, I'm going to move away a little bit. It's so loud. Once I'd got all this cleared of water and got the sand around the outside gone and all the glass, a lot of this was just waiting for things to be ready. So like the cactus, so that I could smelt those up and get the green dye and all that kind of thing. So there was a lot of waiting to get things done. But otherwise this wasn't too bad. The placing of the sand, I will not forget. That was a lot of work, and I wouldn't advise it to anyone. But I'd probably advise just getting some slime from a swamp and building up some flying machines to clear the water. There's a couple of designs out there, and I will be doing some of that, so I'll feature a certain design out there that I know of. But anyway, for now, this is it all done. Okay guys, so that is all that I've got time for today. I'm really glad to have got this project finished. The first half of it took a lot longer than I imagined it would. But you know, that's kind of underestimating how long it takes to place this much sand, a huge amount of sand. But I really like the look of this. I think it looks really cool from the outside as well. If you're actually in the water and looking back at this in this direction, it's really kind of lit up and looks really cool. But we'll have a look at that next episode or something. I'll have a quick look around. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please do leave a like, and don't forget, if you got any questions, leave me a comment down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.